We are getting into the full game. That's what you're all here for. Bernihetero versus Kindra. And it looks like it is gonna be a Fire Rosalina versus the Red Fox. Indeed, just as Bernihetero let us know in chat. Let's find out what he can do with Luma and his other moves to keep Kindra out. So far, so good for Mr. Hetero. How official? Might just call him Bernie. Bernihetero. But that's the end of Luma. This should be Kindra's opportunity. Let's see what he does with it. That 4 there, still fantastic for blocking people out. Multi-hit and pretty deceptive hurt box shifting as well. There's the back air with the Luma. Waits for the get up and does the down smash. That's looking like a Smash 4 classic. Still working. Kindra preoccupied with Luma, getting punished by Rosalina. That's the thing though. She's still good, but she is not as easy to play. She's definitely a bit harder to play. You really have to make work of Luma, both in terms of puppeteering and in terms of using Luma as bait. If you want to be successful with Rosalina in this game. And that's exactly what Mr. Hetero is doing. He got himself a trade with the Luma, and Rosalina was there to punish the escape option from Kindra. But Fox still Fox, and he's incredibly strong, and Kindra does a good job finding that up smash before taking too much damage himself. Back into grab, great stuff from Mr. Hetero. Back throw. Kindra at the ledge. Trade. Oh, that's not the trade you want to make though. But here come the jab from Bernie. Excellent wait from Kindra. Bernie having some trouble getting back on stage. Ah, the wait from Kindra. But he did not get a punish. And now it is juggle time for Mr. Hetero. Forward smash gonna beat out the neutral air. Only natural. Neutral air for Rosalina. Now a nice long-lasting circular move. But of course, strong moves can bust through late hits, no problem. It looks like Kindra is taking charge. Being the first one to get the opponent to the very last stock. But Fox is a light guy. 124%. Rosalina does have some strong moves. Let's see if Bernie can find them to connect. Yes, he can! Absolutely sandwiched in between Rosalina and Luma, getting hit by both up smashes, I believe, for the stock. We're back at even. Bernie is trying to wall Kindra out again. Looks like Kindra is trying to use some lasers now. A little bit apprehensive, does not want to make any big mistakes when it comes to committing in his approaches. There's the jab to block him out. Things are pretty even. Mr. Hetero now starting to use the star bits. They have much further range in Smash Brothers Ultimate than they did in 4. Luma's gone. Start counting, start counting. I think it's about 9 seconds total. So should return about now. Yes, there he is. There's Luma. There's Luma. Woo! And he catches the high illusion with what I think is once again both Luma's and Rose's hitbox. I love that victory fanfare, because I do love myself some Super Mario Galaxy. I do love it. Yeah, in a way, I'd kind of like to play Rosalina in this game. I had a vitriol hatred for the character last game, but in this game, you know, I can really respect the Rosas. I just don't know how to do that little puppeteer thing, where you sort of desync Luma, not really, but you get it flying, where it moves like a significant distance in front of you, and then you turn around and then like loops and like this cool stuff. I don't know how to word it, man. Rosalina, it's a complicated character. And in this game, you actually got to be a little bit complicated with her to do the things you need to do. And we're hopping back in for game 2. It is currently 1-0 in favor of Bernihetero. Kindra came pretty close though. Let's see if he can make the comeback here in game number 2. We are going back to Pokemon Stadium 2 at the very least. Bernihetero played a good 15 seconds, not letting Fox touching, but now Kindra is in. And he has already made up almost all that Bernie had done during those 15 seconds. But not quite everything. So Bernie is going to retain that lead. Even if it's a small one, a very small one now. But still retaining it. Unfortunate for both players. First a phantom hit from Bernihetero, and then Kindra, you know, not expecting it either, was not ready for the punish. Spike's gonna be late. The forward smash is gonna be just in time. Excellent timing and spacing by Bernihetero. And the fact that you got Luma floating there in front of means you have a much bigger range before Fox can actually snap to the ledge, where you actually have the ability to cover it. Oh no, Bernihetero accidentally reversing the Warp Star launch. And that will be his demise, but he is not phased by it, instantly resetting into Juggle. Launch Star. Excuse me, not Warp Star, that's a Kirby thing. Big juggle from Bernie. He has desynced the Luma. Calls it back. You know, sometimes the Luma doesn't even need to do anything there. It can just be desynced and scare the opponent into Rosalina. That could be good too. Oh! The Shine coming in just in time to knock away the Luma. But again, that's just the Luma. Rosalina was completely free to maneuver underneath Fox and go for that up smash. Looks like Kindra is having a lot more trouble than he did last game. Big pressure from Kindra. There it is, dash attack up air. Could be big trouble for Bernie. But gets the back air just in time to avoid yet another dash attack. But Kindra is in again. It's gonna be late on the down smash. Both of them barely missing the smash attacks. Oh! Is he dead? He is dead. Yes, he is. And I think that's a taunt from Bernie. And why not? He sent the drop zone Luma. Sent it right to the edge, and it kind of dropped down. It kind of dropped down to the spinning thing, you know, and it just took Fox with it. Fox trying to attack or something, accidentally air dodge. Maybe he was thinking he could get through it with the Firefox and dropped off stage. I don't know. Either way, that was a pretty thick edge guard by Bernihetero as he advances to lose his quarters.